What's going on, everybody? Chaseontwowheels here for another episode of WBRGarage, the show where I build motorcycles and I give them away to you fancy mother
truckers,
mother people, I guess. So guys, behind me is our 2018 Yamaha R6. On the last episode, if you guys are following the build, we finally got the bike back into the shop from Mountain Motorsports because we are professionals and couldn't get the clutch installed. Nailed it. So, in today's video, we're finally back. It's been a couple weeks since we worked on the bike, so we are ready to get some work done on this thing. In today's episode, there's a lot happening, but it is going to include oil in the engine, an oil filter, a RapidBike Evo auto tuner, a up and down quick shifter, because it's gonna be a bike that should slay a track. It needs an up and down quick shifter. We are also going to get rid of this god awful lever. My God, it's terrible. And we're also gonna do grips, maybe other stuff. Who knows? All of that and more in today's episode of WBRGarage. Raj.
I don't know what he's doing either. I'm sorry.
So guys, to help me out today, I got Patrick and Christian. We are going to have a good time on this bike today, and we're trying to get this stuff like rolling for you guys. So hopefully we're just gonna be super efficient today and get to this stuff. And with that being said, let's get to it. Thank you, Motivation USA, for supporting us with all of the parts for this motorcycle. If you guys want a percentage discount on your orders, links in the description. Motivation USA are my favorite people. Check them out. Also, this motorcycle could be yours for as little as $5. Check out the top link in the description for WBRGarage.com. That's where you can get cool shirts like this. Oh shit, where's my cup? You can get cool mugs like this and all types of other stuff on the website. Everything you buy gets you entries to win the motorcycle. When I get done building it, I may just drop it off at your house. Could be a cool time. Please live close to Georgia if you do. Do you guys know what we should start with? Pat, you've been looking at things.
Let's start.
Dirty first?
Well, no,
or
do the dirty thing last.
What's this dirty stuff you guys talking about?
Well, no. So first step today, because we're doing both the RapidBike Evo and the quick shifter, is we have got to get this airbox cover off of here so we can get in there, get to your fuel injectors, which we can get to right here, but there's some other things down there we've got to get at. We just can't reach quite yet.
Sounds like it's bye, bitch. Let's go. Bye. You guys are absolutely doing fantastic. And while you do that, I'm gonna go show the people what we're gonna be installing.
Sure.
All right, dudes, first up is this RapidBike Evo.
Not just dudes, guys, gals, and non-binary pals.
I like that. Okay. So we're going to be putting a new exhaust on this bike, obviously. We're going to be putting new headers on this bike, obviously. All of that is a spoiler alert. I haven't told anybody yet, but now I've told you guys. So because of that, you're going to have to get a tune on the motorcycle. But what's really cool is RapidBike has a auto tuner that will handle all of it for you, so you don't have to worry about it. And it will actively change your motorcycle, which is neat. That is why we went with this thing. Unfortunately, with this comes this. All of these cables is what it takes to install a RapidBike auto tuner. But what is very neat that Patrick saw earlier, look at this. They're all labeled, which is really neat. All you have to do is plug them in where they're supposed to go. Side note on the weird things, correct me if I'm wrong, we had to email them to get instructions to install this.
Correct, yeah, and that wasn't gonna be quick enough, so I called them instead.
Well, we don't know. We could have emailed them and he would have responded very quickly.
Yeah, but I wanted an instant response because I have the patience of a child.
Yeah, also we were filming in 15 minutes, so there's that.
So I emailed them, got a really good guy. Seemed like a nice guy, knew the channel, which was cool.
That was really cool. I was surprised. And he also thought you were me. Okay, I should probably go help because it is my build and I should probably be touching the motorcycle, even though most of you guys would probably disagree with that. Okay, we're gonna go. Oh, before I go, everything. Hold on, look at me in the eyes. Everything we are installing on this motorcycle today, it's in the description. You can check it out. You're welcome. Okay, back to over here. Slight update, airbox is up. We have access to all that good stuff down there, but we're deciding to move to the quick shifter instead of the auto tuner first.
Yeah, the quick shifter is a little bit simpler of an install because it is from RapidBike. It's going to work with that system really well. So essentially we're going to see if we can get all the quick shifter stuff installed now and then go back in, because theoretically the quick shifter should work with your factory stuff.
Right.
So let's do something that works as it is now before we totally disassemble everything and get lost.
Nobody likes being lost. Quick shifter first. So to start off with, it looks like we need to remove the shift rod here with the new boy.
Yeah, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna take the included shift rod and the sensor and make sure that it's the exact length of the factory rod so that nothing's out of alignment or weird.
Nobody likes out of alignment or weird stuff. In typical WBRG fashion, we are now going to pause the quick shifter install and we're going to go to the oil filter install. You know why? Patrick has the shifter rod taken out, and that, my friends, is the oil filter. So, what oil filter did I get, you ask? Canon. Pretty simple. Pretty simple. I like these because they're easy to come off, so they're good times. So, yeah, let's get this oil filter, the old one, taken apart, taken out, put the new one in. At that point, we can put oil in the bike and maybe the clutch will feel better. No, the shift boot, no!
It's all destroyed, is in my way, it's gone.
The little booty. Oh no.
We should have a burial for the booty. A booty burial, some would say. Alright guys, Chase checking back in here, just letting you guys know, turns out the bike did have some oil in it. Whoops. So, we are now going to put the new oil filter in and put the new oil in. If you guys are wondering what type of oil a 2018 Yamaha R6 takes. Look at that, 10W40. Yes, this is a giant oil canister. Thank you, Motul, for giving us more oil in this motorcycle shop than we've ever gonna need. Oh my God. Patrick, why are you molesting the oil filter?
I don't know who decided that shoving an oil filter in this stupid spot was cute, but
I bet you it was some dude in Japan who's way smarter than all three of us combined.
I mean,
You want to take bets?
if you've worked on cars long enough and you've worked on motorcycles long enough, you realize that the people who engineer it don't engineer it to be maintained.
Facts.
You say facts?
Big facts.
Mid facts?
So we're gonna do hand tight plus a little bit. And I'm only using 2 fingers, so my hand tight isn't really all that good. So we're gonna do
No comment.
just a little bit.
Some would call that a wee bit.
Just a wee bit.
All right, oil drain plug going back in. Patrick, I haven't told you yet, but you're doing a fantastic job, sir.
I appreciate it. It's almost like I did this for a living at some point.
Nah, you definitely can tell you haven't.
Why am I not throwing wrench? Am I not throwing enough wrenches?
Oh no! Oh, he's back. All right, what did you just say?
Oil filter's on, drain plug's back in, hand tight plus a little bit, hand tight plus a little bit. We use the German torque specification of Guten tight.
Yes.
Picking up all our trash to put in our little box. We're now gonna slap some oil in there.
Let's find out how much and use one of these things.
Yeah, where are you gonna put that, bud?
God, there is so much oil. Oh, whoopsie. As Patrick cleans up the oil, the bike now has oil in it. Woohoo! So we got the oil in it. Thank you, Motul. We've got the oil filter in it. It's not seepaging oil anymore. To be clear, we did find out why it was seeping oil. The drain plug was only finger tight. So drain plug is put in, filter is put in. Now we're moving back to the shift rod.
Yes, going back to the quick shifter.
Not the Ghost on Two Wheels quick shifter that we do every live show that you guys should definitely check out in the link in the description, but the regular quick shifter on a motorcycle. If you guys don't know anything of what I'm talking about, you're out of the know, and that sucks to be you. All right, now we got to cut things. We got to move all this to grab that so we can go. Alrighty guys, now that we got the oil taken care of, we have to adjust the shift rod on the new quick shifter, because what you basically have to do is they give you, let's get one of the pieces. Okay, so you guys, this is one of the shift rods that the quick shifter comes with. It's gonna kind of be hard for you guys to see, but you see these little lines? So they put those lines in there so that you can customize this to the length that you need it so that it matches your original shift rod. Let me show you guys. So this is the one that came with the R6. You guys are probably not gonna focus on it, but look at the difference. So there's extensions, which is what that is. So the whole game is make them the same size once you kind of build the quick shifter, because the quick shifter has this little additional unit. This little guy, this is what is the actual quick shifter section of that. So it has a little plug-in thing. So we have to get a cutoff wheel and cut these off at these defined increments to match our R6. Which one we end up doing, we'll find out here in a second. Sorry, Patrick said load sensor and I had to grab the cam. What'd you say?
So essentially this little piece is a load sensor. So it's gonna plug into our little computer doodad that we've got. And anytime it feels pressure, and it can feel even the littlest change in pressure, it will do whatever it needs to do. It's essentially, I believe, I don't know how the RapidBike system works exactly, but generally it's gonna feel that load and it's gonna cut throttle automatically.
Oh.
And that's gonna unload your transmission, everything, allow it to jump into the next gear without necessarily having to use the clutch.
Very cool.
It's a neat system.
Nice.
It's how like sequential transmissions on race cars work too.
Very neat. And that is the module. Oh yes, module. Yes, yes, oh indeed. All right, so do you know where the module goes to?
It goes to the thing, and it does the stuff.
Okay, gotcha. And that is the thing, and that is the stuff. Alrighty guys, shift rod installed. We got the cable running up here underneath. That is the little mechanism piece. So at this point, what we are going to be moving on to next is this big harness. We've got the quick shifter little plug as far as it can be, but there are other plugs that it goes to. I'm not gonna unroute everything, so I'll mess things up. But we're now gonna be moving on to the auto tuner.
So we're gonna do the, I guess it's a piggyback ECU, which essentially is gonna plug into our harness, and like where the stock ECU would plug directly into the fuel injector, it's now going to go into what's called a jumper harness. So it's gonna plug into the harness we have, that is then going to plug into the fuel injector. So essentially the piggyback ECU is grabbing all the information that the bike normally sees, altering it a little bit, producing a little bit extra power, and a nice, clean, reliable tune. That's what we're going here. Reliability is the #1 thing.
I mean, it's a Yamaha, so it has no other option. Okay, so we are going to now move on to that. You okay over there, Pat?
Yeah, I'm real excited about this. What I love, legitimately, is they did such a good job of labeling every single little thing as to what it is.
That is pretty nice.
Which is A1.
My friends, it has been quite a minute, but we now have all of the stuff plugged up. The auto tuner for the RapidBike is here at the back. It's just Velcro down there and held down by this little rear plate. The quick shifter, or the shift assist, is going to be plugged in at the bottom of the gas tank, so we're not going to be plugging that in until we get the gas tank installed, which will be in future things. You said next we need to install the software and do the updating things, right?
Yep. I'm about to sit down and do that magic on the computer and the internet.
Hope the bike doesn't blow up.
If it does, it is what it is. Well, theoretically, we're not firing it, so.
We're gonna get this stuff done, and we'll let you guys know how that process goes. The plot thickens. So, after reading the instructions on the paper, it says that it wants everything plugged in. And if you guys notice, we don't have a gas tank on it because the fuel pump is over here, and there's a little plug at the bottom of the fuel pump. So, here's what's gotta happen, unfortunately. We have to pause this update, like digital update process, until we have more of everything installed. That means there's a chance that in a couple episodes, when we install the gas tank and then we plug it in and then we do the software, we may have to play a very unfun game. Stay tuned and subscribe to the channel to find out if that happens. Alrighty, so at this point, we might as well get the airbox reinstalled, the velocity stacks back on, and everything plugged in. So airbox is back on. Everything is connected. So I think we're gonna call that a day. All the RapidBike stuff is done. The new oil filter is done. We've got the oil in the bike. On the next episode, what we'll do is install all the stuff onto the gas tank, the beautiful gas tank that we had custom painted. We'll get everything installed on that gas tank, get the fuel pump installed, put some gas in it, and then get the gas tank installed. That episode is going to be fantastic, and in that episode we will get to turn her on and see what happens.
We'll upload our tune. We need to do the exhaust before we do the tune.
Man, the plot thickens. Okay, gas tank for sure next episode, and we'll go from there. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe if you want more motorcycle content, and you can win this bike over at WBRGarage.com. Nice job, boys. Rapid Bikes. We made a bike more rapid with Rapid Bike parts.
Thanks, RapidBike. Your customer support's fantastic.
Okay.
Like legit called.
Yeah, we've called multiple times RapidBike today, and they've been absolutely great. So we recommend their product. And where can you get that product?
Motivation USA.
These dudes. You can get it cheaper if you use the code in the description. You're welcome. That's it for this episode. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you on the next one.
Bye, friends.
Where we get to crank the bike up? Oh, wait. If we can get the exhaust done.
If we get the exhaust done, fuel tank on, all the electronics kind of wrapped up, plugged in, vacuum lines have got to go back, fuel lines have got to go back, O2 sensors got to go on. There's some real fancy titanium shenanery happening over here. Hopefully, maybe, it'll fire up next episode.
What will happen? You'll have to tune in and find out. Outro crew, I love you longer. Put OC in your comment down below. Goodbye.